Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Trex here on the stream. Just recording this for the YouTube sakes, for the YouTubes. We're going to talk about Professor L, Ludwig. He spent the entire weekend over at Streamer University from Kai Cenat, and apologize if I messed up your name, sir. He came out this weekend swinging. This has been on every single one of my social medias, and everybody's talking about this. So I'm, of course, certainly going to jump on this bandwagon and give my thoughts on Ludwig's performance here. I'm going to put the link in chat just in case anyone else has not seen this yet. Truly, this is a 4.5 hour stream. He live streamed like his entire day, but his class really starts around like the 250 range. So that's really where it starts. But my video here, I have it paused specifically where like everybody's talking about it. But my thing is not really going to be all looking at the numbers. It's really just going to give my feedback on this entire class that he did. First things first, loved it. The dude nailed this class. And I also loved that he went in this knowing that, like, hey, I'm teaching these people. I'm not here to waste my time. I'm not here to waste their time. And he was a strict teacher. Like, he locked that door. You have 5 minutes after the time it started, and he's going to lock that door. And if you miss out, you miss out. Loved that. Mwah. That was panache shit right there. He really talked to, I have to say young people, but I think there are a couple of older folks in there too. And keep in mind that he's 31. I'm over here at 41. Math. And he's been doing this for 8 years. I had to go back and look at my time. And this would have, if I would have actually stayed up on streaming, which is my own fault, like this really would have been like my 9th year in streaming. And it's wild to even think about that. As I'm coming back in 2026 to not be a full-time streamer, but I love this atmosphere. I love what we do, and I love talking to y'all. So we're here doing this. But here with Ludwig, it was again a no-brainer for anyone who's truly wanting to get into this streaming platform, either as a full-timer or even as a part-timer. But this really is talking about two people who wants to make money from streaming, from content creation. You have to watch this video. Start at the 250 mark. If you want to watch the whole 4 hours, go for it. I mean, for me, it's like a 4.5 podcast. 4.5 hours is like an Avengers movie, right? I mean, you watch both of them back to back, right? I mean, that's not just me. I just want to make sure because that's a whole block of time. But clearly, this screenshot that we see here from the video is like this is what he's made in the month of June. He provided that data. He even went in to find other people from, this is Mr. 95 in those rankings. And you can go to twitchtracker.com that he mentions and see your own ranking. I did look at my own ranking. My ranking is 120,000 in change. I'm at the 100. That's my ranking. It's like, yeah, it's about right. I actually bet myself a little lower, but that's pretty cool. I'm still pretty high. Thanks, the 7K followers I have, and not 7K that are actually viewing me, but what else? I'm not bitter. But I really wanted to look at this because I really got into streaming and content creation because of one of my favorite content creators before his passing was Total Biscuit. I met the guy during a Smite tournament. It was like literally me, like just fangirling. I was like, I love this guy. Like the Cynical Brit is amazing. He's so smart, and he is not being knowing that he, of course, like he's the silent mentor kind of a thing, but like watching him, studying how he performed and how he did his videos, especially his reviews, it's like, I want to do this. I want to do the Warcraft thing, which got me into DCUO, and which that is what I'm known for. Still to this day, I still get comments on my videos on YouTube. I still get messages here in Twitch. It's like, dude, I used to watch you in middle school. And it's like, can you not say that? That is, wow, I'm aged so hard, especially since it's definitely still going. And I left that game. But with Ludwig here, he dropped so much knowledge on all these people. And it really seeing these numbers was really eye-opening for a lot of them. And one of my favorite things from this too was he had an exercise. He asked a question: what is more important, TikTok followers, Twitch followers, or YouTube followers? And that was a amazing question, just an amazing question to ask. And one person got it right, and only one person. And of course, it was Valkyrie, another big full-time streamer. And the most important thing is really Twitch. And it's not really coming even down to a monetary value. It's, look at you guys. I mean, according to this, I have 3 people watching me. That's 3 people. That's always like up to the 10 people who watch me for 4 to 5 hours almost every night. That's the interaction. We get that live interaction. You don't get that from TikTok. That's a video that you're scrolling through and you can see, unless someone's always watching your videos. That's something from on YouTube, where that's my long form format. That's where I drop clips if I can able to do it, or shorts, or even my videos that are all of my VODs. Like, that's all there, but you don't really have a live interaction. So anytime you're also watching the videos from YouTube or from TikTok, that all floods back and should be flooding back to your Twitch channel, that you're seeing the energy live and interacting with that live. The fact that Ludwig, and I do know Ludwig, not personally, don't know Ludwig. I know Code Carnage more than Ludwig, and that's only because I had one interaction with Code Carnage. That's like my degrees of separation right there for Kevin Bacon, all right? So I knew Ludwig because when I was obviously coming up too, he was also starting up. And he made the biggest splash by doing this long subathon where he was streaming nonstop. Didn't turn off the stream or anything. He also just slept there. He slept there. His chat watched him sleep, and everybody in chat sung him lullabies. I also tuned into it too, because it's like, what the fuck is this? This dude's just sleeping here. This is whatever. But he's also a huge gamer. He is one of the best. So I definitely am. Of course, there's always going to be a little envy. There's no doubt about it. But that envy also comes with, I also made a different path. And he even talked about his first time hitting 1,000 people in his stream. And the next day, he didn't go live because he hit that depression. He went and laid down into a closet. I'm sorry, I'm sharing your stories here, Ludwig. But he shared his personal experience. Like, he's never going to hit that again. He's never going to hit that high mark again. So he really fell into a little depression there. But he kept on going. And obviously, he is a multimillionaire. He is successful so much. And of course, I look back at my life choices, and it's just what happens. And it's like, wow, could I have been at this level? And I can tell you right now, in my honest truth, I would not. I could not. And the reason for that is I love streaming, but it wasn't something that I was able to capitalize on to make it full time. And a little bit of that was because really of the game I was playing. No fault whatsoever to DCUO. Love everybody from Daybreak. Love the developers. Love everyone who I've ever interacted with on the fan side and developer side. Still love DCUO to this day. But I also know the limitations of that game. I also know the limitations of it as a live streamer. Keep in mind, my buddy No Name Found, who I absolutely love, is still killing it over on DCUO. But he doesn't hit those big 100 numbers. He always really levels out right there at 23, 25, even 30 streams, 30 viewers. Same way that I did. And it's always been a weird thing. I have, even in the DCO community, because I was so involved in it, I had the haters. And that also pushed me more to also be, it's like, nah, they're fucking wrong. I can do my own shit, whatever. But I just pushed myself to continue on and truly be a content creator, not just a streamer. So that was me just trying to share my stories. It's like, yeah, I'm a little envious, but I'm also super proud that this dude was able to keep making it. Super proud that a lot of the other streamers were able to keep making it because they kept the hustle going. They evolved with it. I can tell you right now, the time that I left streaming is because I also had a day job that I really loved. I streamed because I hated my day job. But now I found a day job that provided for my family, and is allowing me to grow so much. Like, I love doing it. And that really took a lot of my time. I decided to come back to streaming because I'm a little healthier, because I mean, I talk about testosterone levels a lot, and that's really what also blocks me from doing that. Is I have low testosterone, and when I'm on testosterone, or when I have my levels at a normal levels, like, I feel amazing. I have so many ideas now for content creation. It's like, this is where I want to be, and that's why I'm back here streaming. So if you probably see me like, Trex hasn't streamed in a week, is his T levels okay? Yeah, ask me, because I may need help here. But Lou would dropped so much knowledge that I want to certainly talk about this, and especially the screenshot, because this is, of course, like, a big time streamer. He is what he even called himself, Mr. 95. He's the 95th ranked streamer on Twitch. And this is what he makes. He showed examples of someone who's in the top 1,000 and even in the top 10,000. And those slides were very very eye-opening. And so, I mean, you see that he made 7,800 in merch. That's just like, selling shirts, selling this, selling just the merch stuff. Like, do I need to open up a merch store? Probably not, but maybe I can sell a shirt or two, is like, at least do something. The money that he makes off of YouTube, 270,000. Like, you look up his YouTube channels, he has both his main channel and also a VOD channel. Wouldn't surprise me if he has a clips channel too. And that, in my eyes, and this, of course, like, seeing these figures, hearing him talk, one of the things I really hated that I left streaming and content creation for is that I didn't join the TikTok era. I barely joined the Instagram era because I don't really take pictures. And so I missed out on this new generation of content creation, these little clips or these little vertical streams. I have a vertical stream going now. And personally, I'm not saying I'm not a fan of it. I want you guys to see the full game. Here in this vertical stream, you can't see the full game unless I make it really squishy. So it's a sacrifice that people have to make. And so I get it, but this is the format, it's just vertical stream. Oh, this is the size of my phone. Instead of me playing a full version of the game, it's like, oh, let me turn it to the side and I'm able to see it. So I get the technology of it, the new fad, the new direction of content creation. And so I've definitely spent some time learning how to do it, learning how to make these clips on Twitch, like how to make these. I still don't have a TikTok account. That's also understand too that I'm now in the IT world. And so every time I hear even TikTok, it's like, that just feels like security risk, even though everything is really security risk if you think about it. But, you make the choice to interact with it. And on a personal level, I don't want to do it. But on the business side, I may need to do it because that's where the eyes are. That's where the viewers are. That's where the money kind of is. Well, was. But over on YouTube, he has multiple channels that he kind of delegates to. He takes the clips from his streams and puts them over there. He cuts up his videos on his streams. He cuts up those videos and posts them on YouTube. He takes Twitch, in which this is absolutely a fantastic mindset. This Twitch stream, every time you're coming on, this isn't just me just going, I'm going to turn the camera on, I'm going to turn the game on, and we're just going to game. That's actually positively my actual focus on everything starting this back out, by the way. Like, I just want to I'm already playing the game. I'm just going to turn the stream on and we're just going to chat it up. And that really does work. It's what I like to do. But his mindset of providing that for these other content creators is when the stream comes on, before you even turn it on, you should have a plan. I'm streaming for 4 hours tonight. What is my 4-hour plan going to be for this stream? The first thing I want to do is, like, the first 15 minutes, I just wanted to chat up with you guys a little bit before the first ad. Here's the after that first ad break, we're talking here about the Ludwig here. By the time I'm going to try and end this either before or hopefully before the next ad break. And then after that ad break, I'm going to go right into Power World. So I'm trying to break this up into where it needs to be. And that's a mindset you can have. Or you can certainly just go on there and play a video game. But it depends on how you want to do this. This video here is going to be on YouTube. I'm recording this for YouTube. When you are doing a stream, and this is why I'm also finding that mindset thanks to this vertical stream here, I'm trying to make sure and look through my editing and it's like, what can I make a clip out of? What can I make a nice little 2 to 3 minute video out of from my streams? Which obviously have the clip button here on Twitch. So I can take whatever I clip from Twitch and throw it up on YouTube. Or I can actually come over here on my editing platform and edit it. So you have that mindset with it. And obviously he makes more from YouTube than he does on Twitch. Because, I mean, I guess even he says he doesn't really stream on Twitch a lot. But that's what he's still making. But then comes the real kicker. That even I knew that I couldn't really, I know the clip out of killing Batwoman was really so fucking funny, Raph. It's still the best clip ever. So what you see there is $800,000 from sponsorships. He even say he sponsored with AT&T, sponsored with a bunch of other people. And that in my eyes is where the money is. That's where everyone really should be coming into that sponsorship thing. But when you are sponsored, you have to make sure you're following some rules of it to a degree. In my eyes, certainly. I look at it where it's like if I'm sponsored by Samsung, especially because I have the Galaxy Z Fold 6. Can't wait for the 8, guys. Wink. I can't obviously, they're going to put me in some scrutiny that I can't talk about, Motorola phones or something. But I was going to do it, Raph. I was going to do that. But there's your sponsorships, you have to follow certain rules and degrees with it. And that's a great thing to have. And that's a lot where you have that freedom for it. And yeah, his take home for the month of June was 1.1. He showed even his expenses of June, and it was also pretty freaking high as well. So you're looking at trying to make sure you also set your goals. He started us off. This is also day 2, by the way, not day 1. So this is like a day 2 video. Even though it's day 1, he gave homework to his class. He's such a good teacher. He gave homework to his class and told them, it's like, what's your goals? Write down your goals. And I remember his clips are now showing up on my feed, and I'm watching some of the clips from his stuff. And it even shows us like people who didn't write down their goals. It's like, just go ahead and stop. Just go ahead and leave. Go ahead and stop trying to be a streamer, because if you didn't set your own goals, who's going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? And again, he's 31 years old. He knows what he's doing. He's in the top of his goddamn game on this one. He's doing the whole streamer games thing for I think he said it was a second year or third. I think it's second year or third next month. He created streamer games. He created something for the community, for the hustle, not for the hustle, but keep on moving forward, something to give back, and it's something successful for everyone, including himself. And that's a beautiful thing. I'll absolutely love it. So it certainly got me to ask myself as a streamer, as a content creator, what's my goals? And I even told myself that I was like, yeah, I'm going to come back in here. I created the idea of the podcast. I got my green screen over here, my little short one podcast thing called The Empty. Carlin wanted me to call it The Big Empty, but, name is still Floodster because I'm still trying it out. I'm still coming up with how the format of it was going to be. But this was still something I wanted to find out what my goals were. And I already knew one of my biggest goals. One of my biggest goals was to be on Kind of Funny. To be on Kind of Funny Games. Not to be like a cast member or anything. They all live all the way in San Francisco, and I'm not really wanting to move out there. It's just a personal preference. Nothing wrong with San Francisco. It's a beautiful city. I just don't really want to go. But I want to be on Kind of Funny. I love Greg Miller. I love Nick. I love everyone. Blessing, everyone on that cast. Everyone there. Snowbike Mike. It's going to be Mike and Snowbike Mike. It'll be great. California's coded. I want to be on Kind of Funny. I want to talk about MMOs with Greg Miller. I want to talk about games with Greg Miller. And that was one of my goals to do this. Technically, I have been, Raph. You're right. I have been on Kind of Funny twice talking about DCUO. Absolutely loved it. I mean, the fact that I know Greg Miller has my phone number freaks me out every day. And it's just wild to me. I mean, I've never called him. I don't like. It's just one of those things. It's like, he if he needs me, he'll call me. But that is absolutely like I had to write out my goals. I'm already coming up and making sure I write out rethinking my schedule because I need to make sure I have time to edit my own videos. Keep in mind that, we have been dropping 10 to 12 hour videos on a Friday night. Absolutely love it. But that's also 10 to 12 hours that I don't really have the time to edit that down. I mean, 4-hour streams all day. I could edit that. So you also have to keep in the importance of your time as well. That, I'm streaming for 4 hours here. I stream right now. My goal or my idea of it was like, Monday night, Tuesday night, 8 to 12, I'm streaming. Wednesday, I'm off because I'm watching wrestling, which also is like another 2 hours of my time not editing videos because I'm watching wrestling. I'm live threading it as well. But then Thursday and Friday is another 4-hour stream. Saturday and Sunday is supposed to be a 4-hour stream in the mornings. So I don't really give myself already enough time to really edit videos down. So as a content creator, as a person who's even starting out or coming back, you have to set your own schedule. And even though I am certainly doing this for fun, I'm doing this as just something on the side, little, passive income. It's like, it's whatever. I already make a little money. Made $60 from streaming for last month. Yep, $60. That right there goes right to my Gundam cards. But I've also gotten into the more of the business mindset thanks to my day job that I'm certainly looking into how I can better myself and making sure I'm separating my finances properly for taxes and everything. That's a couple of cases of beer. You're right, Deuce. That is a couple of cases of beer. 4th of July, buddy. Woohoo. So I wanted to share this video. I wanted to share my thoughts because, again, Ludwig's been doing this almost as long as I've been, even though my channel's my channel's been dead for probably a couple of years, if probably not 4. I feel like it's definitely been down for 4. But that's because I have a day job that I love. I come home and I wasn't really tired. I was apparently bad in health that we didn't really catch until, it was too late, but we finally caught out what was going on because they were coming out with new stuff because I work in healthcare. So I am so appreciative of my day job and I love who I work with. I love all the people I help as an IT person that, I love doing what I do during the day. At night, Carlin's working. I'm kind of already playing video games. I'll just get back into streaming. Whether or not this turns into a full-time thing, my boss certainly supports me nonstop because he knows that I could easily get whatever he needs done. Because a lot of my stuff is we're in IT. We can work remote. I can work wherever I need to and still get the job done. And he knows and trusts my ability as time management and everything to do it. So I love that about my job. But I am certainly coming back into the content creation world. And I love what I do now during the day, and I love what I do here during the night. And I certainly, again, my goal is to be on Kind of Funny and talk about games with Greg Miller a couple of times. Not to, again, be a cast member, just want to just talk to him. Just talk to him again. He's a really fun guy. Maybe, and also, I'm streaming again. It's like, I'll save up the money from streaming. I'll be able to fly to San Francisco and actually be at the stage. You have no doubt in my mind that much I, again, it's another envy thing. And it can either be envy into the certain of, I'm jealous of this person and I just, this could have been me. Or you could really use this and push yourself. Because I look at Kind of Funny, I look at Greg Miller and his friends, and I look at my guys and Nerds of the Apocalypse. Or Noda, really. We were guys just podcasting. Life gets in the way. Life really does pull people in a certain direction, and it pulls Stevie B in a direction. It pulled Showtime in a direction. It pulled me in a direction. But we talk every day. There's not a time that we don't. And we all love each other. And certainly we look into when can we get together and do this? But it was at a point of our lives that we couldn't figure out how to make money from it. And so I certainly live vicariously through the Kind of Funny crew. I have this beautiful house and I have a great backyard that's like, yep, my backyard. I want to put a tiny home back there because I want to move this studio space from this room into the backyard, into that space. So I have an actual proper studio, nice big space for it, for whatever I want it to do. I want that for me, and I want that for my friends. So that way it's like they can come over and we can just go into that space and not really have to cram into this room, which I also love my room. I do. But there's absolutely goals that one needs to set for themselves as a content creator and even in life in general. But specifically for here, Ludwig drops so much knowledge that as a 41-year-old who definitely stopped a long time ago and is certainly coming back into it, you learn a lot. And this was something that everyone in any shape or form in TikTok and Instagram or whatever content creation you're doing, this is a video that you need to pay attention to. This is a video that will teach you and show you information that you need. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to spend my time tomorrow at work looking up his Friday class and his Sunday class to really see exactly what else he talked about, because he wasn't truly being malicious. He wasn't being mean to these people. But I certainly came into this where he had the mindset of, I'm here providing my time to y'all, and I'm not here to waste my time. I'm not here to waste your time. You want to be a streamer. We're here at Streaming University. This is the information. Now, obviously, there's a lot of chaos that came out of Streamer University from other people, and absolutely, there's always going to be a negative in anything, and the negative also really does hurt the public perception, but that's also a learning process too. That Kai has obviously tried his best to keep things lenient, but it's also the people that come into Streaming University. It's like, you're coming into this for a whole weekend. What are you trying to get out from it? Are you just trying to be a content creator that just wants to be disruptive, disrespectful, and be a menace? Or do you want to try and make this into something, make this into an actual job that makes you money, that provides for you and your family, and get you into the life that you want to be? And a lot of people are not there. They're absolutely, this certainly when you look at the people who win, it's like, oh yeah, it's certainly a bunch of kids. It's like, yeah, it's going to be a bunch of kids. And a lot of these people probably went into, it's like, it's Kai. Kai's doing this. I want to be near Kai. I want to talk to him. And it's like, so it's more of a fanfare to a degree. And not everyone coming from Stream University is going to make it big. Not everybody's going to make it viral. But definitely coming into Ludwig's class here, you could at least leave out of Stream University with a lot of knowledge that's going to help you. And truth be told, I certainly have not seen what other people have done from theirs. I think Valkyrie had a class that was very fantastic from what I've heard, and maybe I'll take a look at what she did. But Ludwig dropped the bomb. He dropped that knowledge. And I appreciate Ludwig so much for sharing what he did. I thank Kai for inviting him to be a professor. And I really appreciate Ludwig coming into this with a clear head, with a level head, and knew exactly what he wanted to teach, even though I believe he said that he created the slide the night before. But even if I didn't come in with a slide, I definitely would have at least showed you something. You guys know me. I love to talk. I love to lecture, and I will fucking lecture like nonstop. I mean, I get yelled at for that in YouTube all the time. But for any content creator that is, Cena had a good class too, very motivational. Excellent. Yeah. So there's a lot that you could take away from Streamer University, and I certainly recommend looking at Ludwig's. Look at Cena's, Cinna. I don't know who that is, but it's good to hear. Maybe I'll look them up as well. So there are people that came out from Streamer University last year that really made it big. And also keep in mind too that Streamer University is a bunch of other content creators. Use that time to also build yourselves, build your own community, talk to each other, like do fun stuff. But you really need to come in with a clear head that And again, I will tell you right now, 20-something-year-old Trex was absolutely different than 30-year-old Trex. And 30-year-old Trex was a different guy than now 41-year-old Trex. I am definitely not the same person I was in my 20s, and hopefully, and I think a little bit in my 30s, I changed a little bit, even from now. So you really do change yourself in a decade. So certainly have your fun. That's what the 20s are for. Like you're an adult kid. Have your fun, but just keep in mind that you still have to keep living. You still have to keep going. And Ludwig here, like I got my whiteboard. I cleaned out my whiteboard. I blew the dust off of it, and I'm writing down my ideas. I'm rewriting down my goals I want to accomplish. And you probably will see those probably later this week. Probably actually Thursday stream maybe. But I'm the same fuck up at 46. Nice, Deuce. This was an amazing video. And I thank Ludwig and I thank Stream University. Thank you, Kai, for providing this insight, providing this video. And this was absolutely something that everyone should be able to watch. You need to go to YouTube, look up Ludwig, Professor L's in Trouble. You need to go look at it and really absorb it. It starts at the 250 mark, but again, this is like a 4.5 hour stream. So if you want to watch the whole thing, absolutely watch the whole thing. But all this class stuff starts here at like the 250 mark. And it keeps going on all the way till at least about the 4 hour. But it is good because you also see other people who he takes the time to stop and talk to them at the end for the people who stuck around and talk to them and answer their questions one-on-one. So do the opposite of Dr. Disrespect and Pirate Software, will be fine. Pirate Software is still one of my favorites. He's still one of my favorites to watch. He's absolutely blunt about it, but I still see nothing wrong with that dude. He absolutely has some bad takes, but a lot of the grief that he gets, I don't really believe in all of it. I've watched everybody's argument with it. It's like, I mean, dude's wrong. He'll say he's wrong, or he'll just keep moving on. He's going to keep moving on. But Dr. Disrespect, no, definitely not. Like, again, you can be a character. Dr. Disrespect is actually, in and of itself, could almost be a dissection of separating the character from the real person. Because we all know Dr. Disrespect is a character. But separating the character and the person, that's certainly it's almost a psychological degree there. But either way, I'll go ahead and end this here. I can't thank Ludwig enough for sharing his insight and everything. And certainly, please go and watch this video. Please go and support Ludwig. Support the streamer games as well. And that's it. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in and listening to this ranting. And I hope you guys take care. Bye.